morning.
It's 1:30 already. It's morning.
Yes. And what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, right. They talked.
Good morning. Good morning.
They tried to stay up late. Good morning
Good morning.
to you.
Sim, I don't like your insinuations. Good morning, everyone.
I didn't do shit.
Good morning.
What?
And welcome to the morning roast with me and, of course, your favorite Canadian, Mr. Sim.
Yeah, the one and only Canadian bacon. Wow.
I didn't know they made Canadian beefcake.
That's why you don't hear about it.
And our guest today is Mr. JD how do I say it?
It's Calderon, yeah.
Calderon? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. That's what I thought they said on like the indie vote and stuff. I didn't want to get it wrong.
You know. That's one of the funny things that I thought was hilarious is I have many friends that are American and speak English, and they make fun of my accent, and I have to help them to pronounce names.
Right, yeah. Also, you got to remember, we're like an international country, so, we get names from all over the place. So
Same
Yeah.
here in Canada, you know.
Yeah, of course. Nobody, very few of us are, we're actually from here. We all come from other places. So.
We're all a big blender that put everything in, and we went frappe.
Exactly. And that's what makes it fantastic. I'm in Queens, New York, so it's the most eclectic, they say, space in America. So we have more nationalities living in this borough than any place else in the country. So
It's
wow.
it's like Montreal here. Yeah.
yeah. I would imagine.
Montreal's known to be the city in Canada that's like the most. We have the movie, we have the gaming industry, we have like multicultural to the core.
Yeah. You go outside and it's just like, oh, forget about it. It's just everybody.
Yep.
And
the ladies are good.
Always.
Oh, man.
I'm married, so I'm not allowed. I can only look.
What?
And of course, in the chat, we have our third host, Mr. Soul Ion. He says, "Welcome to the Morning Roast, where we, being fed up with the big mouse and the Disney company, take a look at a more appealing rodent for a change. Good morning, Sugar Cinnamon, JD, and chat."
Cinnamon.
How you doing?
Did you hear the one like it was probably French names? No, Calderon would be more Latino, Spanish, yeah.
It's his Spanish name. It's Calderon.
Calderon. Yeah.
Calderon. Yeah. You gotta roll your R's properly.
Sí, yo estudiar español, but I can't roll my R's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Daphne's the one that's. I actually want to learn French. It's crazy because I look at French because we have some bande dessinée from France, and I look at the language, and you start reading it. It's very similar to Spanish.
It is. I can read I could read Spanish from without even knowing Spanish. Yeah.
But the only thing is the pronunciation is so different.
Yes. The alphabet, everything is different. So you're gonna go, hey, this is the same word that I know, and you're gonna they pronounce it like doesn't sound the same at all.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what you need to get used to. It all comes from the same Latin root, so that's why they look similar. So it's the same thing. Like you'll have trouble understanding a British English, but if you read the words, it's the same.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. British English, I enjoy it. It once you listen to it enough, it becomes very familiar. So I enjoy it. So if you listen to Shakespeare, that's where you have to get a little.
Somebody's trying to speak French in the chat. Mon Dieu, je voudrais bien un pêche melba. I don't know what a pêche melba is, but melba toast, that's a thing. Pêche is a peach.
Okay.
Well, I have no idea.
I am.
This all sounds Greek to me.
Well, it should either sound French or Spanish here at this point.
Oh, we got Pistolia Davis. All right, me pappers.
Right.
And it's a Sim's face. He's so surprised. Sim's like hiding behind Avatar today.
Yeah.
So French person is always at fault.
No, damn it.
Damn.
Oh, we got Pops.
Yeah, they're
with
hard.
us. Genuine Comics. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Happy Jam Jam. Hi, Happy.
Hello. And welcome to the morning roast.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. All righty. And today we're going to talk about the Oswald Chronicles.
Yeah, that's terrifying that you only have me here. I'm like, what? What did I walk into? I walked into a blender. Damn it! We get chopped up. That's all right. I'm used to it.
We're filing the blades.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
no worries, no worries.
No worries. All right. So this is my campaign for the Oslo Chronicles, My Time with Clive, issues 1 through 4. The Oswell Chronicles is about the adventures of a mouse. His name is Oswald. You know, unlike the other guy, Disney, you know, that Mickey motherfucker, he never does anything. You know, but Oswald, he travels around, he goes into dream, he kicks ass, you know, and he has all these insane adventures. As a matter of fact, for this particular campaign, for the first, I only have a few backers. I'm relatively new to Indiegogo. I do very well on Kickstarter. Indiegogo is my fierce mistress. You know, I get punched in the face a lot over there. So, you know, it's like I'm working on it. I'm trying to build up this crowd. It's a little different. So for the first 12 backers, physical backers who come onto this campaign, I'm sending out one of these. This is a metal trading card. So I don't know if it's all shiny. Yeah, it's all shiny.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. So, you know, for the first 12 backers, they'll get that along with the books. These are the 3 books that are being offered, right? So technically this campaign is for these 2 issues, right? The issues 1 and 2 are already offered. They're still available. So if anybody wants them, but anyone who's already backed it, these are the three new books. So, you know, that's what's going on there, you know. And yeah, this one is a chap book. So it's all prose on the inside, you know, for those people who like to read. I know a lot of people don't like to read, but, you know, this one is the first issue with artwork by JD Gonzalez. And just to show everybody some of the artwork in there, you know, you have some crazy stuff in there. Oswald is in dream and he's listening to someone's story and he's telling him about his town turning on it. And how these adventurers returned from this long adventure and they came back and they brought something evil with them. And they are, you know, chasing him. He doesn't know what to do. And Oswald's there and he's going to kind of help him out with that. And then in the second issue, this one. All right. This is also by the same artist. This is also JD Gonzalez. But this is Oswald and he's in dream, but he's in a dream. And this is his dream. And his dream is about him being with the first person he ever met, Sally, and how life could have been different if they had stayed together. Now, she had drawn this in this style. This is like Powerpuff Girls because I'm a huge fan. And I thought it'd be funny to experience, you know, to just show a dream within a dream, and it would just look, you know, just a little bit more cartoony than, you know, than what the regular series looks like. So, and then on top of that, this is my last Kickstarter. And I just... Yeah, this is another 3 books. These just got fulfilled. So these just went out to all my fans. So these just all went out right now.
Okay.
All in the last couple of days. Like, I don't know. So many days. I've been packing for like 3 days. It's driving me nuts. Yeah. I want to get back to I want to get back to writing, and I'm like, I gotta pack these. So, you know, but it's all part of the process. You know, I always tell everybody, any money that comes in, none of it comes to me. You know, all of it goes back out to the artists. All of it goes back to just create more content. All of it goes out to, you know, just to create. You know, I mean, it's a process I've been doing. I've been self-publishing since '92, right? And I've been working I've worked professionally in the business for about 3 years in the '90s. I worked from about '94 to '97. I worked on some adult comics, which paid quite well. And I worked on something called Tenchi Muyu and Phantom Quest Core. So, that was a lot of fun. It was for P Anime and Central Park Media. So, a lot of this stuff is all that stuff is out of print. But you can find the stuff if you really want to look for it.
You worked on Tenchi Muyo?
Yeah. There was a
That's
6-issue.
really cool.
Yeah, there was a 6-issue limited series. We were commissioned by Pioneer. The producer, Hiroi Tsukamoto, from the actual cartoon, or anime, I should say. Some people get upset they call it a cartoon. But from the anime, she was the producer of the anime. So she was there. She was our head editor. So yeah, we did a 6-issue limited series. That was actually pretty cool. That was a good gig.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. I used to watch that on Toonami back in the day and stuff.
Yeah, we were supposed to do another 18 issues. We only did a 6-issue limited series, but the person who put the deal together ran off with $50,000 of their cash.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That stuff happens.
Yeah, and that put a complete kibosh on it. We were so pissed.
I wouldn't. You remember when I told you a while back, Chris? There was a French editor that was doing Baleen Comics, and I worked for them. I did some covers. There's a whole bunch, some big names now work for them. What's his name? Jimbo. What's Sal? Jim, anyways, the guy that did one of the Jungle books a while back here in anyways, Salgado. There you go. Anyways. He was another one that got caught in that one. We all worked for them, and the guy out of nowhere, the books were distributed. He just left with all the money of the crowdfunding that he did. So he never fulfilled the books that he pre-sold, and he just disappeared with a whole bunch of money. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks.
It freaking happened. Like, we worked for the guy, and he just disappeared.
Wow.
Bye. Contracts.
That's crazy. And I'm sure he's. I mean, he's probably somewhere in the woods and screw it, or on an island somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we found out, that he just disappeared in the woods. Yep.
Wow. I mean, I would hope he'd at least go to someplace nice and warm with beautiful women.
I just hope not. I just hope that there's not one of us that's gonna find him.
Oh well, yeah. This is true too. Yeah.
He does owe us a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. Well, with us, we weren't owed money. We were paid for whatever we did, but it was just the future money that we lost out on. It was just
That's the thing, is you get the deposit, you get the this, and then you get when it gets to the final approbation, then you have the final payment, and that's the one that went.
Oh,
and then you have the sales, because we did covers, right?
Right.
So there's the sales that they do, and the more they sell, the more we make money. We had a percentage of it.
Ah, nice. Yeah, that sucks.
But then,
yeah.
Pops is over here speaking some sort of pig Latin or something.
Yeah, that's supposedly Yiddish. It's from something called Rush, not Rush. I googled it yesterday, and it says one. It means 1, 2, 3 girls a day or something.
Okay.
Sol says a medical trading card would also be interesting.
Medical.
Let's see. He says that's a lot of books.
That is a lot of books.
Then he says to you, JD, I've seen several campaigns when doing my research. Does the Clive 1 through 4 have all of the content of the other books, and/or what are the differences?
Yes, it actually does have all the content from the other 4 issues. So you have these 2 issues which are new to the campaign, and it has the first 2 issues of the series. So you have all 4 issues, and you'll have the chapbook that goes with it, which is that one. So yeah, and there's also if anyone's interested, I have another live campaign on there, which is just on in demand. That has prior series that are within the series. So the series is ongoing. It's running at the moment. I have probably about 1,300 pages worth of content, right? Split up amongst various stories and issues. But the thing is you could buy just issues 3 and 4 and just read them on their own. You don't need all the other content. They're self-contained. They're just a singular story. The same thing is with issues 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are both one-shots, so you don't even need like the rest of the series to read them. You just read them all on their own. Originally, the series was supposed to be as just a series of just short stories. I started writing this, I don't know, 95, 96, during the time I was working professionally. And because what will happen is I would write a script, and the artist obviously takes a month to do it, but I would write I think I wrote 10 issues of this one particular series. I think I knocked out that entire series probably in 2 months, maybe 2.5. Now, that's the time it took me. It's going to take the artist another 10 months. It kind of left me sitting on the stool waiting for him to catch up. So I just started writing other stuff. I started writing this. And that's, that's how the genesis of this started. But it started off as prose, and it was supposed to be singular stories, very short stories, self-contained. Then I built it up into a comic book. I started working with JD Gonzalez about 12 years ago, and we just started getting into this. So, yeah, but yes, it's all in there. Everything is there. But if you, like I said, if you go to the other in demand, you can find the other series, and they're usually in bundles. You can find them issues. There's one called Passing Queens. It's issues 1 through 8. I'm gonna start putting together some specials for this. So,
Okay.
yeah, and this is all Oswell going through his craziness. He's like fighting. He's flying around. You see this little one-eyed babe? That's Clive's. This is the Clive cycle of stories, and he's orphaned at this point, and Oswell is trying to reconnect him with his parents, and that's why they're traveling together through dreams. So,
Okay.
And then this, like I said, this is Jay Gonzalez. This is colored by Liz Buenaventura. She's out of the Philippines. Then, like I said, Oswald shows up. He's looking all cartoony, like from Powerpuff Girls.
A big style change there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah,
what is he going to be doing today?
Well, here.
Same thing he does every day.
Exactly.
Take over the world, like that scene. That's what he reminded me of. When they're like,
just like, what the hell's going on? Because he wakes up in his mouse in his cage, and he's just like, what the hell is this? If you keep, I think I have the next page on it. If you keep scrolling, yeah. So he encounters his friend Sally. This is the little girl that he encountered in the very first story that he ever appears in. My First Day. She's the one who teaches him how to read, and she's the one who teaches him mathematics, and she gives him his name, and she gives him his signature bow tie. But something happens to her. She passes away. And this is the dream that he has of what could have happened if she had lived, And what happens is she becomes a superhero. She becomes like a little magic, anime magic girl, Mm-hmm. So she's running around, but he's the one that powers her. So he's the one that, facilitates whatever, madness she wants to go on. So, and then whenever they're together, she has a costume and she has her own name, but every single time she gives him a new name and she gives him a new costume. So he has to come up with all this stuff. And these are all the various, things they come across, giant robots and stuff and monsters. It's just fun. It's just, it's one of these things. I started doing the stories in dream so that I could really do whatever I want. You would think with a talking mouse who lives in the middle of Manhattan, who surrounded by fairies and trolls and all this other stuff, you would think I could do whatever I wanted, right? But I was just like, how much further can I push it? It's so it's one of those. It's just like, okay, let's see how far I can push it, So yeah, so that's one of the things I like, experimenting with story and style, because like I said, I'm a writer first, so these are the things that interest me the most. So
yeah, let's see here. We got Hex is with us. He says, "Hello, folkses." Hello,
what's up, Hex?
So says Chris knows his harem anime. Well, I mean,
yeah, well, that was Tenchi Muyo. Tenchi Muyo was harem anime. Yeah.
I was gonna say that little mouse is gonna have to be careful and watch out for the other mouse, because it does that. The other big mouse doesn't like competition. If you remember in Family Guy, he gets feeble.
This is true.
So says, when it's a French editor, is it Valiant or Valiant?
Actually, it still has an A. C'est Valiant.
Dave says this looks cool.
Thank you, Dave.
Of course, Solo out there throwing out the links.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All that Oswald could maybe yours.
Exactly. This scene here is towards the end of the book. This is some stuff that happens where they're trying to break him out of the dream.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's got like some anime energy blasts or something there.
Yeah. Yeah, this series gets a little, I mean, it's funny because a lot of people misjudge the series. Like if you keep scrolling, they see it, they judge it. They see a mouse and they see it's very cartoony, and it's like, okay, well, this is just gonna be a lot of fun in games. But there's some stuff in there that's a little bit more on the adult side. As you can see in that one last panel right there in the bottom there, that's him returning to actual dream, and these are the creatures that he's confronting. Those are the ones that put him into like a coma-like state. So like, he was dreaming all this madness, but he made it out. So.
Ooh, looks like tentacle monsters there. Look like they have like tentacle things coming off their heads.
Yeah, they
like
kind of.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, exactly. They're cephalopods. So yeah, this is the Cthulhu generator. I'm a huge H.P. Lovecraft fan. So being a huge fan, I don't know if any writer could resist putting it in there at one point.
So saying I fell for it. Fell for what?
Fell for.
Oh, Sim fell for it. Okay.
Oh, Sim fell for it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. What'd you fall for?
I don't know.
I'm sure
Hello,
he'll tell us.
nurse.
What's up, Pops?
Let's see here. He says, this turned from a cuddly story into Dragon Ball Z in a few panels.
There you go.
We got Horror Radio with us. He says, morning, gentlemen. Morning, horror.
Morning horror.
Let's see. Then we got, scroll down.
This is
Rooster.
this is from the prose book. This is Oswald telling a story. He's in this particular story, he's in a parallel dimension, and he's telling the story. He's telling the story of this character and what were her struggles, and how they and how her struggles go into his own. And like she ends up dealing with something that he ultimately is going to have to deal with, but she dealt with it on a much smaller scale. I think if you scroll, I think I have a couple other images in there. Oh, okay, yeah, this is where Oswald's being accused of something, and someone's threatening to stab him with a knife.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay, so meant about the Valiant thing.
Oh, that's what you felt for, gotcha. Yeah, and then this is the ultimate evil that Oswald's gonna eventually have to deal with at some point.
Nice.
And by the way, Chris, Richard's in the chat, and he goes, "Morning, gentlemen. I see Chris is still not wearing his red dress. Worst stream ever."
Well, there is no red dress, so don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What? Richard, you didn't mail it yet, dude. He got you. I'm just kidding.
Now, I was just wondering, is it going to be like a onesie, or is it like a two-piece?
It's Jessica Rabbit. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean?
Oh yeah, got you. Sequins, and
flashy glitter and everything.
That's gonna be form fitting.
Nice.
Gotta show off the curves.
And it comes with the double D's too, included in the dress.
Because
nice. Chris doesn't have that. Has a lot of things, but doesn't have that.
Sim, how dare you? I can't.
Objectifying
I was
you?
born this way.
Nice.
I can't help it. I'm flat.
You show off your man boobs. Just show off your pecs, bro. Just just go flex it. That's
you pulled the Homer, and if you flex those pecs on stream,
that's it.
I don't think I would ride around on a giant rooster. Those things could be assholes.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't trust the one to ride around on.
Hey, it'll just turn around and start pecking you because it can turn its head around like on a 360 thing and just start pecking you.
Yeah. Well, what's funny. Have you guys ever raised one?
Yes.
Yeah, you have. Okay, so there you go. But I don't know. Listen, I'm from New York, right? And I ended up rescuing some random ass chicken. And it was a chick. We didn't know what it was, and we just brought it in, and we ended up raising it. And eventually, it turned out to be a rooster. We ended up having to take it upstate to on a farm, so he could live out the rest of his days. But it was very intelligent. Like we taught, like it recognized its own name. Like we gave it a name. It was Skippy. We would call him. He would come running to us. If he saw, it was funny because they're cannibals. Because if it loved eggs, like if you would cook eggs, loved eggs. So if it saw you with a plate of eggs, it purposefully tried to trip us to get us to drop it on the floor. It was hilarious. But yeah, very intelligent animals.
Oh yeah, they're not completely stupid.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Man.
And they're also compassionate. They have a lot of feelings. And I was just like, yeah. I remember when I took them up to when we took them up to the farm, they were like, do you guys like they looked at me and my friend and they were like, do you guys eat meat? They were like, yeah. We were like, yeah, we eat meat. And they were like just like weirded out, like they thought we would just eat the chicken. I'm like, bro, I was like, I don't eat my cousin. You know what I mean? If it comes to be processed, then I'll eat KFC all day. But
I grew up between the city and the farm.
So it's probably a little different for you.
Yeah, they're very fucking moody and they're not very nice animals at all.
Gotcha.
Especially those roosters. And I have one of those stories. I won't say it, but I won't say the entire thing. But so a rooster that you have to put up with. Because you have to go feed the hens, the chicken and stuff like that. And then the day your granddad goes, it's time for that rooster to go. And you're like, oh, yes. It's been pecking at you, jumping at you for almost like a year or something. You're like, He's dinner? Yes. Okay, I'm going.
Yeah. I've had fresh chicken a couple of times. It's a little weird because it does taste different.
Yep.
It does taste different. Yeah. When I was up in Puerto Rico, I went up into the hills. They took us up into the mountain where my great grandfather lived, and up there he had a farm. And man, they would just grab. I mean, I just saw my uncle. He just reached out, just grabbed the chicken. I was like, "What the hell's he doing?" He just snapped his neck. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's what I did. Yeah, that's what we used to have to do. You snap the neck, then you technically cut it. But when I walked into that thing, that rooster came to my face, grabbed the legs, and poof, head on the. Yeah, I was done.
Yeah. It's people will sometimes get a little horrified. I mean, we're from the city, so we don't have to deal with that.
Okay, I'll stop. Soul's in the chat going, Sim, listen to me closely. I will leave the stream if you tell the rooster story again. He comes in going, stop it, Sim.
All right. Well, to finish.
He was tasty.
That's it, man. But listen, I think we all like to play with our cocks once in a while. So yeah. Is this one of those things?
Sam, quit playing with other people's cocks.
There you go.
It was not somebody else. It was ours.
Sam never keep a cock untouched. He's still there.
Nice. Yeah. When we brought him up to the farm, they were amazed at how clean the bird was. They were like, "That's the cleanest, chicken we've ever seen." And I was like, "Well, we washed them before we brought them. What are we, animals?" I mean,
Yeah, but the reason why I'll never forget that moment because it's an important moment where you're like, all along when you're having to take care of animals, you feel bad about the time that they have to actually die and go on your plate. But that rooster, there was the only one that I was like, oh, nope.
Right. So this one gotta go.
That one gotta go.
Sip's gonna be like 80 and be like, yeah, that dang rooster.
Yeah, dude.
So we're gonna let it go.
Well, here's the question: was the meal good?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
And the kill too.
Nice. There you go.
I never knew what happened to my rooster. He just disappeared. I guess something got him in the night.
Yep.
That's my guess. Because it was probably the foxes that was roaming around at the time.
Yep. He tasted great.
Probably grabbed him. Because there was a fox showed up like some months later. we started
Yeah.
seeing him around. So I'm assuming that's what got him. He used to roost up in our tree and stuff. It wasn't even our rooster; it was our neighbors. But our neighbors wouldn't feed them their animals, and the rooster wandered his way over to our place. So it's like, okay, we'll feed you.
Nice.
So Sol just said, "I'll be back. Be back in a moment. Don't want to look like a phony." And you did tell it again. I didn't tell the full story.
Yeah, good job. Now Soul's leaving us. I did really like that rooster, though. He was a little ass, though. I was the one who fed him, and he wouldn't leave me alone. He followed me everywhere. I was the only one he was attached to, but he was mean to me. I guess because he's like, I want my food now, I guess. I guess I didn't do it fast enough. He chased me down and, like, try to get all flustered at my legs and stuff. I'm like, go away. Shoo.
And they have claws, dude, on those fucking legs, yeah?
Yeah, I always made sure not to put, like, my face down around him because I didn't want to get, like, clawed.
Uh-huh.
Because he'd get real wild up, and then I'd shoo him off, and then as soon as I'd turn my back to him and start to walk away, he'd start to go like he's coming up to my feet again.
Yep.
I'd turn around, he'd stop. Like, you little
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe that's just how he showed affection.
yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
It was just an abusive relationship you were involved in. That's all.
And it wasn't, he wouldn't bother anybody else. My mom, my dad, nobody else. But like as soon as I'd come outside, he'd be there. He'd wait at the door for me and everything.
Bristolian's like, I was attacked by a sheep once. Yeah, that happened to me too. I punched it out.
Wow.
I kept trying to chew my fucking clothes, and it was doing that to everybody. And it's holding your thing and it's pulling on you. And I went like, dang, leave me the fuck alone. And then after that, it was freaking nice.
There you go. Well, you learned his lesson.
I don't know. I watched Conan, I guess, before I went there. I don't know.
There you go.
All right. So if
Sheeps are weird too, dude. They're freaking.
If somebody wants to get all the books here, so if they're new to the whole thing, which one is that?
Well, for this particular series, the books level 2 will probably do it. The books level 2 will give you all 4 issues plus the chapbook.
Oh, these are hard copies?
Yeah, these are hard copies.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I got a PDF level on there, probably.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, the ultimate PDF level. Now, if you wanted to get a lot of content, like if you like reading digital and you want to get a lot of content, I think in there you're probably going to get 700 to 800 pages worth of content.
That's a long list.
Yeah, so there's a lot of content in it. There's comics work, there's prose work, there's all kinds of stuff in there. If you like your high fantasy, you'll enjoy this.
The sheep is not the one with that's the ram that has the freaking
the horns.
The horns, right? So yeah,
Right.
It was a ram.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you're lucky it didn't headbutt you. Woof.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But the Bristolian Dave is saying that the sheep was ramming him into a fence. That's why when he got attacked, because Richard was asking how he got attacked by a sheep.
Yeah, but those things hit hard.
Yep.
So
And,
yeah, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and isn't the sheep like a goat? They can eat metal or something? Aren't they the same type of?
I have no idea. I know they say
metal.
goat eat.
Huh?
Yeah, they say about anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
eat
I know
aluminum
goats-
cans. Yeah.
Yeah. Goats can be assholes too. But I like
Yeah,
goats.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I got attacked. Not a sheep. You had the one with the horn.
Had a dude come up to me and everything, and he seemed cool. I was like, oh, okay. Like a dummy. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And he just comes up and poof right into my nuts.
Yeah.
His head just go. I was like, oh, God.
Yep.
I was like, why? You betrayed me, goat.
You looked all nice and soft and cuddly.
Right. Here's one for your balls.
Dave says that dread dress will really bring out Chris's eyes.
Nice.
Well, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. And I'm glad Aaron's here. Thank you for
What's up,
coming
Aaron?
and joining us, Aaron. I'm glad you're
What's up?
sticking up for me. Glad somebody's on my side.
Nice.
Is he really?
Yeah.
And you have Richard saying, "Welcome to the farm stream where we decide which animals are assholes and which one are cool."
All right, guys, you guys got to give me a moment. I think that's my technician I told you about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no
Just
worries.
hold on. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Make sure
There you
there's nothing.
For people
Phil
that didn't
says
see the show.
he doesn't find mutton very tasty. It's boring and weird. I've never actually had mutton. Because yeah, mom wouldn't eat sheep. She wouldn't make sheep either.
I just wanted to show that for people that didn't see it, in case Soul didn't see it. This is the first cover of Metal Mayhem Rock Boy, and that's gonna be painted by Ink Spot. It's gonna be awesome.
All the animals are assholes.
That's not true.
Let's see. Oh, he says it was a sheep, no horns. Easter was sweet, eating that leg of lamb.
When you grew up on the farm, you get to understand that nature ain't Disney.
Yeah.
It's like that first time you see it, you go see a duck, you go, oh, cute little duck, and it pinches your nose or your fingers, and it hurts like a bitch.
Let's see. Books level 1. What's it got?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm probably gonna get cut off in like the next 5 minutes or next 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, we had like a severe storm out here,
Mhm.
and it messed up all the cables. So he has to go in the back and he has to replace a bunch of the cables, and it might take a couple hours. Oh my god! So I'll be out of
that's
internet
nice.
for the next But once he fixes it, though, we shouldn't have an issue. But thank you for having me on. So I'll say that now because, like I said, I'm probably gonna get cut off real soon.
Yeah.
And
Get it out of the way beforehand.
Yeah, and dudes, I don't know if you know, but I have my own podcast, my own YouTube channel, and I interview guys. Sim, man, if you ever want to come on, bro, I would be a pleasure to like interview you.
I'd love to.
Yeah, the same thing with you, Chris. You guys want to come?
Oh,
That happened.
I think he will.
But yeah, guys, go check out his book. Looks interesting. Chris is probably gonna buy 5 copies.
I'll calm down now, Sim. I told you I'm trying to cut back.
I know, but you're probably thinking about grabbing a copy for you and one for your niece.
I don't know. I don't know if she. I don't know. With her, that's the thing about her. She does read them though. She does read them.
Mm-hmm.
So I might. It's good for her to read.
It's good for everybody to read. And reading doesn't mean reading Facebook, guys. It's not reading.
It's a lot of books. I think he said books level 2 get you all of them. I think he said the 1 through 4s. So what are these others?
The book
Says
level.
3 and 4. Illustrated chapbook. Okay, so this doesn't have 1 and 2, right? But it does have the Under the Knuckle and Other Stories prose book. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's JD on YouTube. Thank you, Soul.
So go give him a follow. Go check out his campaign. Get on it. How long does he have?
Let me scroll up here. It says 8 days left, and he's at 40%. So, but that we don't know if he can extend or not. I hope he can.
Yeah, but he's also inflexible, and he's saying that no matter what, it's gonna get fulfilled. He already has the books, I think.
Yeah, he showed the books
Mm-hmm.
there. So, what else does he got? I didn't get to scroll through all the stuff here. A virgin cover, level 2. Sketch cover books. Digital color sketch covers. Oh, Daphne. That's neat.
Richard's like, you can read?
Alright, what's this now? A group of grown men get left in a room with a glass of what they are told is poison. You can be damn sure somebody's gonna taste it.
Yep.
Well, of course, somebody's gonna get curious.
And there's gonna be a few of them a few of the other ones gonna go, come on, you know you want to try it. Just because they're curious. This is what's gonna happen. You have different type of people. I was gonna call him out, so, but the problem is that if he's faking going through the campaign, he's riding that thin line of shopping on stream.
What? Chris is shopping on stream. No, I'm not shopping on stream. I'm going through the tiers.
See, there you go. I knew that was gonna be the freaking card he was gonna pull.
But that's true. I'm trying to show it off to the consumer.
Now you're trying to figure out which one's the tier you actually want. Yeah, so is right.
You can drop $1 and get one PDF. A nice sample there. A little one shot. That's neat.
And does he have the entire series on digital too?
Yeah, he said he's got the PDF level 1, which is issues 3 and 4, and then the Country Night in New York City. Then level 2 gets you 1 through 4 of the Clive issues. Fallen PDFs of Oswell Chronicles Fallen Gods 1 through 4, and then PDF of Passing Queens and Making Homes 1 through 8. And then let's see, the ultimate PDF, I think he said this was the one that had like 700 or 800 pages in it for $40. So if you're a digital guy, that's a lot of pages you could get for yourself. I don't know what I would get. If I wasn't cutting back on my spending, I'd go and get this sketch cover. Probably. I'd be tempted to get that. Or I'd probably get the just regular.
So he is shopping.
Level 4. Well,
Chris, stop
I'm just saying that's what I would do if that was me. Jeez.
You go, oh, that's nice. Should be also be on a morning roast t-shirt. Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna play the trailer.
Well, go ahead. Play the trailer.
Hello, everyone. This is JD Calderon, writer and creator of the Oswell Chronicles, and I'm here to tell you of one of Oswell's greatest and wildest adventures. This series of stories occurs during the Clive cycle of stories when he's traveling around Dream with a young babe called Clive, and these two particular stories are the third and fourth stories within the series. The first one is In This Town Something Creeps, and the second story is I Awoke in a Stranger's Dream. In this town, something creeps. Oswald finds himself in what he thought was just a dreamer's dream, but discovers that it's actually something far more dangerous. While in I Awoke in a Stranger's Dream, Oswald finds himself in a world that could have been the lost life he could have had with Sally, the young girl who gave him his name and taught him how to read and write. We're also offering A Country Night in New York City, a Star Tremor tale, where Oswald finds himself telling the tale of a brave Calcian knight who found herself caught in a war between two worlds. We also have copies of issues 1 and 2 still available, so please check out the reward tiers and find the one that best suits you. Thank you for your time, and I'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
That was a sweet and short video. Nice and short, sweet and video.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yep. Good.
So did you back it now?
No.
Come on, we all knew. We all thought you were gonna do it. Ah,
I'm not shopping.
okay, good.
Refresh that to pops back. There we go.
So are you guys on the 4-day weekend too for Easter?
Huh? 4-day weekend.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we have here. It's a holiday. We have 4-day weekend.
Oh, I like getting a day off from work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Nope, I don't get it off. I got to work. So says, look, Chris, it has horses. Oh, yeah, it's got horses. That's right, so. No, we don't get it off. I think the next day we get off from work, like an extra day off for a holiday, will be Memorial Day, I think. In May there. Yep. Please go check this out, everybody. This Oswell Chronicles.
Yep.
It's unfortunate JD could not, finish talking with us. But maybe we can gain back on again. Let's see. Let me drop this out. Let me do this. Boom, boom, boom. Tales from the Universe.
Oh, yeah. Got another backer today. Sweet. Up to 123 backers. Today's the last day for people to get a sketch card with their physical copy of the book, so get on it if you haven't yet. Technically, you get free shipping. See, if you see it that way. Get a free sketch card and you get prints. And right now, I'm working on the Luwanian Rose piece.
Jam saying, Sim, you having a crossover with Doc Salem?
Yep, Bloodhound and Doc Salem is having a crossover. It's Brian Kreisgau is the writer on it, and he's doing a really amazing story. And let's just say it has a little bit of a Lovecraftian theme to it, and it's gonna be really, really freaking sweet. Let's just say they're not made to like each other, but they're gonna have to get along. And that's gonna be fun. But yeah, meanwhile, you go get Tales from the Adverse, and I also started working on the actual pages of Metal Mayhem, Rockboy, and other projects for the Inkslayer magazine. That's gonna be coming soon. So get on, yeah. Right now for $25, you get the book, 80-page, you get 2 prints, and you get 3 stickers. Hoping that we unlock the 3 other stickers before we go to print. So 6 stickers for everybody. You get the entire coup, and you also get Luwani. And if we reach 10K, well, we unlock the Simon Bisley and Joe Ball print.
Ooh, the biz.
The biz. Yep. Nice ink wash of that. But right now, I'm working on Tales from an Adverse 2. And, the standalone story of Lawani and Rose, daddy issues. That's going to be in Inkslayer. Trust me, that's going to be a really fun one.
Oh, it's Tank Ferret. Hello, hello. He says, "See, this is stuff I need to know." Crossovers rule.
Yep, and dude, it's gonna be awesome. We've been planning and talking about it for like almost a year in a way on the side. And Brian started writing the script like a few weeks ago, like maybe 2 months ago. And the new version he sent me, he wrote a new intro for that for Vincent, and he gets Vincent. And there's you have a guy, Doc Salem's a guy that wants to be like a hero to the world. He helps people for free fighting monsters, so he's a monster hunter. He does that as generosity and to be redeem himself. And you have Vincent, that's a monster for hire. He doesn't give two fucks about redemption. Just wants to get the job done.
Let's see. Jam Jam says you should promote that. Get some fan art. Crossovers builds the community.
Oh, we already shared the image that one of the covers that was penciled by Preston and inked by me. Right now, I'm waiting for him to do the other one because I sent him the pencils of the second cover, and he was supposed to ink it, but he said that he might paint it. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of it's coming soon.
Let's see here. Jam Jam says the crossover sim is a big push that was all indie comic creators and get artists to draw scenes to show off. No need to let info of the book out, just fan art of a scene.
There is two. I'll share them again. I'll share them today. Remember the first one I did? It was Vincent and Doc Salem. That was the first time that me and him decided that it was happening. We knew that it's happening, and we're getting Brian, and that's when I did that little fan art. And yeah, I'm gonna ask Preston because he has another one that he did. There's like 3 or 4 pieces yet out that are done and out. So get them together and promote it again. You're right. If you go in the updates of the Tales from the Universe, you have it in there too.
Soul says, "Isn't that the crossover with Wimpson from Blood Hunt?" All right, Johnny Cage is with us. Hello, sir.
What's up? Hold on, let me go show you guys this. In case you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Mr. Cage, you missed our guest. He had to nope out for, I guess you'd say, technical difficulties there. He had the electrician people showing up to his house, and he was having internet issues. So I was just looking at Tales from the Universe by Mr. Sim here.
Can you just check? Yep, there you go. So this is the piece that Preston penciled and I inked. So you have Doc Salem right there, and Vincent. So I had fun because the idea is to mix our styles, right? So like Greg Capullo and Tom McFarlane did. So that was a fun thing. Here's the pencil that I did that he's going to be finishing. And as you can see, there's going to be deep ones. So Lovecraftian to the max. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, this is in the works, and that's going to be huge. Oop. Back to this. But yeah, and I hope that everybody got their first issue of Blood Hunt and their first copy of Doc Salem, because that crossover is going to be huge. It's gonna be the entire issue is gonna be penciled by me and finished ink by Preston. So it's gonna to have that perfect mix of styles. And if you like it, we have ideas to make more of those. Just give me a sec. Yeah.
Says, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Here's a little sample. What?
So he says, I'm looking forward to the Wimpsent prequel because it's where it's discovered he became a hitman because he was always heckled and mocked because of his purple coat.
No, the purple coat dude is quite simple. He's not a hero. He's a villain. That's the thing. He doesn't want to be a superhero. He doesn't want to save the world. I think that's actually part of his charm. You keep waiting for that redemption. But obviously he doesn't give two fucks. But you don't have to. It's not your fault if you don't like vampires.
He's a fruitcake with Halloween teeth.
Is
Sorry, but he says he's a fruitcake with Halloween teeth. Then he says, sorry, but it's so much fun. Sim, when was the last time you pitched that first one here?
I don't even know. I did on the morning, Russ.
Well, pitch it.
Okay, Telstra Navar's the most badass intergalactic man of action. A man who knows discovered and fuck you, man.
What are you doing? You can't even pitch it.
So an anthology series of 5 short stories, all leading and building to the world of not the Mercury. He doesn't know nothing about his past. He's been looking all his life for clues, and there's a set of events that will happen, and will set him on the path to his to discovering this Genesis. So that's the entire premise of the Night the Mercury. Tales of the Universe is an anthology series that's a companion book to the entire thing, to set up and build up a background and all the backup stories to all the characters in the universe. So when I start the Night the Mercury, you're aware and you know the world that's living, breathing, all the characters in it that are mainly important, and then you're gonna have to figure out which one are good, bad. I'm also introducing bad guys without telling you. You're going to have to figure it out. Like, I can tell you that there's one in there that's not a very nice person. With no spoilers, I can tell you that, let's just say Elrica's the queen of a planet and she has control of an entire system for the last 100 years. So she's, she's probably not liked by a lot of people, right?
Soul says, I'll also get the Darkwing Duck / Wimpsent crossover because I backed the Road Warrior book.
Yeah, and there is a good joke about Darkwing Duck in there.
Oh, Mr. Feed's with us. He says, man, 1 hour late. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell, Feed?
Yeah. It's like you didn't want to watch the stream.
Yeah. You got something against the morning roast?
So in Tales of the Netverse, you get the first story of Nat Demer that was published in Sidera 9 in 2012 called I Remember the Name. You have the second story that was Nat Prelude, which you discover a piece of his origin and how he met Bob, his android, father figure, you could say. In the third story, you get to meet Rose, who goes from being one of the top bounty hunter to the queen of the pirates. That one was done in 2015. And after that, you get the two new stories, which is the Elrica Royal Rumble and the Nat and Zed story. The Elrica one is colored by Beacon. The Nat and Zed is colored by Scotsman. And Scotsman is also going to be remastering the two first stories because, the colors weren't that great. And I don't want. I just when I saw the print file, I'm like, I don't want to print those old colors with the new ones. I want the book to look sharp.
Yeah.
No big clash.
Yeah, you'll notice the difference there and everything.
And I'm thinking people would want to see my growth as an artist, right? Probably not as a colorist because I'm not a colorist. You'll see my growth as an artist, but the colors will match. I think that's way better. And also added more pages of new material. I added pages that were supposed to show in the second one into the first one because I wanted to balance the old and the new. So you're technically getting a 50-50 book. The old stuff is getting relettered. I also tweaked up the dialogues a bit, and they're all getting recolored. It's going to be a nice, really big book, and you've seen some of the stuff I'm working on for number 2, and trust me, I'm just keeping bringing it up. You're just going to keep finding more and more and more stuff, and it's going to get more action, more. Going to amp up the juice nonstop. Chris has seen what a lot of the Luwani stuff and the background stuff with that's going to be happening. And trust me, it's a mix of everything I love in sci-fi. So if you like anime, those sci-fi movies, anything cyberpunk or stuff like that, you're going to find something you like in there. I'm a huge heavy metal fan, and this is my love letter to heavy metal and sci-fi and fantasy.
There's Beefcake Beacon with a gun.
You joke, but did you see he's losing weight and he's gaining mass since he's moving furniture for a job now?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to call
He's
him sir
bulking up.
soon. Yep. you won't be doing those jokes anymore.
Yeah. Instead of Beefcake Beacon, it'll just be Beacon.
He's
he is He's already Beefcake.
Yeah, he's getting ready, dude. He wants to, I guess maybe he wants to play the role or cosplay as that soon.
Maybe.
We never know. Maybe like in a year or two, he's gonna be like as rep as Nat.
Soul says Elrica is liked by everyone who backed the sexy print. Wink. Mr. Feed says I like the half robot, half clone girl.
Clone?
I don't know. Maybe it means clone.
Oh, the half robot, half clone girl. Yeah, Luwani. It's a way of seeing it. Yep.
Oh, Mr. Feed, need to get you back on again. Whenever you're not with us, I'm like, oh, I need to get Feed on.
And for the people that really do like Rose and Luwani, like I said before, if you didn't hear it, there's going to be a full story of just Luwani and Rose coming in Inkslayer. A big 60-plus page story. And it's going to be penciled by me and with painted colors by Inkspot. Imagine like Joe Mad does when sometimes you have like his really tight pencils and then there's painting color behind it. Anyways, it's going to be great.
So, by the way, I have to mention again that I'm so glad I backed both Xenotype version because the black and white version is very cool, but Scotsman also did a banging job on the colors.
Yep, you did.
That's good. This is the one with half her face, half a robot face. This is Loney.
Half a face, half a robot face. No, that's her visor. That's her mask that she has.
It says, isn't she supposed to be like a clone of Rose?
She's not. Yeah. She was the replacement. She was the replacement's body. So she's not. She's not an actual clone, but yeah. You'll find out. But yeah, when you first meet Luwani in Planet 69, that's gonna be in the second issue. But you also see her in the first story of that. You see that she looks like Rose, except with green hair, and you know that's why. But you'll find out more of her story in the second book, and you'll pretty much discover everything in the Luwani and Rose Daddy issue book. Yeah, it's called Daddy Issues. I think it's a perfect title, especially when you know they're like sisters. And you know, not to give too much away, but the premise of the story is Rose found out that the Federation is going to use the research of their dad to build some new army and soldiers. So they're teaming up to go stop it. So you can expect a lot of action and a lot of badass, sexy fighting and stuff.
Some has Easter eggs.
But if you see there on that page, go up just for a sec. You see right there on top, that's Luwani, and she looks like Rose. And then you see Luwani when she's free and being herself, and she looks a bit different. Because one of the things you'll find out is that she can alter her looks. To infiltrate or something, she can alter her look. She's not like a shapeshifter, but she can alter her look, skin tone, hair color, length, stuff like that.
Oh, which Dave Feed and his sister reading parts from Red Eyes and doing voices. Oh, that's cool. I might have to look into that one. I have Mr. Feed. I have Mr. Feed on my notifications, but I must have missed that one.
Dave does like the title too, Daddy Issues. Dude, when I told Inkspot the title, he fucking laughed his ass off. He goes, "Dude, it's so fucking perfect, Daddy Issues." And he loved the first issue. So right now I'm gonna start doing the layouts, but first I'm doing the last 8 pages of Outlaw Nights also. So if you back that book, well, now you know that I'm doing half of it, but the last 8 pages of it. And Beacon's gonna be the new colorist. So yeah, the second part of Outlaw Night is gonna be Inkslayer Productions. So I'm glad that people are happy with the idea of having a Rose and Luwani story. And trust me, that one's gonna have a lot of like how can you say, anime-ish influence. A lot of action.
Let's see what he's talking about.
Oh, you want me to take it out so we can zoom on it? Let me go get it.
I don't think I can zoom. Yeah, I can't zoom any further. Soul believes that moment is a kind of self-insert because it has a sim flare.
Oh, what?
He
Sim
believes
flare.
it is a self-insert in a way.
There you go. Boom, boom. There you go. Share my screen. Here's the high res. Just needs to load. Oh yeah. Here you see Luwani looking like Rose,
Mhm.
but instead of having the ball, she has the tendrils holding the hair. And you see that she's a bit different, but she kind of looks like her with the but yellow eyes. And that's one of the things that he reacts when he sees her, like, huh, she looks like a clone of freaking. And then when she's free, she takes her own little look. She doesn't look like her anymore, and not as much. They look like they could be sisters, but. And then you're gonna find out more about her. And the favorite scene right there. Let's zoom in. There you go. Enjoying himself after all of
It's been a
this.
long day.
Yeah, a long few days, so he's like unwinding right there.
With some boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Little four-armed alien chicks.
At Booberama.
Because he's a dandy in space. Fan service. And so says the real Sim, of course, never goes to strip clubs. Wink. They said, come on, that's you. David Feed says, though they are like twin sisters, but not really related, that's like a perfect setup for a movie.
Yep. That's the entire premise of it. That's why I like the idea of calling the title of the story "Daddy Issues," because they technically have daddy issues, and also with the fact that they're dealing with stuff that about their dad, their research, and let's just say they're going to be facing a whole bunch of, like, a big army of androids and stuff. It's going to be very interesting. And Rose has to. It's a personal thing, so it's a solo thing that she does with things. So it's not a pirate business. So, like I said in the tweet, it's gonna be girls gone wild in space.
Ooh. Your features a sketch cover.
Yep. And that's not just. I'm not just doing you a head sketch in there. I'm drawing you as cover. I'm doing you a sketch cover of a cover. So you get to choose the main character you want as the dominant character on the cover. If you want to have a Luwani and Rose cover, well, you can have it.
Let's see here. David Feed says, is Daddy Issues going to be like a Visions type of book, like the one from John Malin?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either. One from John Malin. Visions type? I don't know. I haven't kept up, so I don't know.
Meh.
You got the digital for 20. The book itself for 25.
Yeah, and until the end of the day, for $25, you get the book, you get 2 prints, 3 stickers, and a sketch card. And that ends tonight, the sketch card part.
Yep. So if you haven't backed it, do it now. Do it now.
And there you have the head sketch one for $125. You get a head sketch of Nat, Lani, or whatever. You can pick your character.
Bristol.
But that one you can technically, like, if you want, I'll do Wolverine, I'll do Spider-Man or stuff like that. You can pretty much choose any character. Just not for the sketch cover. But the head sketch, anything you want.
It's Bristol paper.
Yep.
Oh, Bristolian Dave. I wonder if that's made where Dave lives.
Probably.
Hmm.
And then you had the retail bundle. You get 10 copies, but they technically get 12 because they also get 2 of the exclusive covers with it.
Sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah. Nice.
It's kind of like my LCS bundle.
Mm-hmm.
They could get 12. Technically, it says 10 there, but if you read the description, it gets 10 copies of the regular cover, and they also get 2 copies of the exclusive cover.
So it says, I'm getting the feeling that this will be going on for the next 15 years or more, and I like that.
Yep. Yeah, it's an ongoing. Like it's I'm setting up a universe, and I'm doing this until I die. There's also I also want to introduce you guys to Wolf Dragon, but not the Merc is set up, and it's not the limited. It's not a miniseries. It's an ongoing. Because will not be in LCS in Quebec. Usually the books I used to do, they used to be in there, but right now, I don't know. Because with everything happening, the LCS are pretty much all closing. A lot of them are turning a bit soy, you could say. But the idea is, my plan is it's to have not the Merc and all my books everywhere in the goddamn world. But for that, we need funding. We need more money. Right now I bought my 3D printer. We're checking into building a website for after campaign marketing. All that stuff. Because how can I say, micro market don't work. You have to reach out. You have to think in an afterlife for your books, right? You have to go get more readers. Right now I'm also putting together that red label promo comic called Indie Comic Showcase, and the idea is to put sample of books of a whole bunch of people in crowdfunding, put it on all the digital media for 99 cents. So there's going to be, like, imagine like 100 to 200 pagers, and here's a sample. Find us there with all the people information. Trying to get more people to come find us in there. Because the only way that we can actually get our books in all those bookstores and LCS is to grow and get demand. If there's no demand, there's no distribution. So it's kind of like giving like a very cheap sample of like 20-something books for 99 cents. And I would put it for free, but if you do it for free, they don't promote it. Why is Chris moving his head like an exotic bird? Because he's still thinking of that rooster that was pecking at him.
My mating dance. Oh, man.
What?
I don't know. I was on Indie Book yesterday. It was nice to get to be on there.
Where?
On Indie Vote.
Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I go hi and I go, oh, where's Sim? Sim's late. Sim's late. Like, I didn't even get invited, motherfuckers. Like, how can I be late to something I did not even get a link or invited to?
Oh my. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to invite me. I was just sitting there watching the stream, kind of, watching it and stuff. And then they said, "Oh, we sent you I sent you a link."
Everybody wants a piece of sugar now. How does that make you feel?
Oh no. I showed you this absolution book.
The what?
Yeah, I showed you this absolution book.
Absolution book? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's got signatures on it and everything. Avatar Press. I've never heard of them.
Avatar Press? Yeah, but they used to be good when they first launched. They're the one that used to be very publishing those in indie books back then, right? And they were getting like creator owned stuff or IP, like they're the ones that first published that RoboCop remake of the Frank Miller script. So they were buying like IP, they were renting movie IPs and doing them or creator owned stuff. But then they went they went full IDW type.
Oh, that sucks.
Like they were the one that did the comic Crossed back then. Remember Crossed?
Ah, yes.
That was Avatar Comics.
I also got The Realm, number 11, from Arrow Comics.
Huh.
Randy. So I'm happy about that. I don't have too many Arrow books, so anytime I find them, I try to grab them up. Let's see. It's Soul says, I have to say on Red's show that Red dress clip slowly gets overshadowed by Marinus's dance. Good. Maybe they'll quit playing it. I watched the replay and they played it again. Even when I'm not there.
See, they're using you, dude.
Like, what the hell? I'm not even there, and they're giving me hell about that red dress. He probably knows I'm going to watch the replay. That's why he does it. Sam, what are you doing tomorrow?
I don't have anything really planned. Why?
Because I need to do an unboxing. I got 4 of them.
Ooh. Me, I got my Monster MD, and the last one I got before was Doomfate.
Yeah, I think my replacement Doomfate is on the way.
Yeah, and me, for people asking where's the book, the book's getting as soon as it's being colored, we're looking at by the end of this month to be able to go to print and start fulfillment. But you can check the updates. I keep you updated all the time. Just before Dave comes in. Where's my book, Sam? Calling it first. The only thing I was hoping to be able to launch the campaign for issue number 2 in May for my birthday, May 1st, but I'm gonna be fulfilling, which is also another celebration, right? But as soon as I'm done fulfilling, I'm gonna be launching the campaign probably for number 2, or the mailing list at least. I'm also considering doing a Blood Hunt colored, because there was a lot of people asking for a full colored version of Blood Hunt. What do you think?
I don't know.
I was thinking of maybe just leaving it in black and white and concentrating on. But there is people saying, "Oh, we want a colored version," and I'm like, Beacon can color it. What if it was colored by Beacon?
Perhaps. I guess it depends on how much demand there is for it. And stuff. I guess if it could fund, why not?
It's a sim bloodhound color will really bring out that purple. I know, right? Like I was thinking of doing a black and red edition from the beginning, but there's more people voting for the full color than the actual black and red.
Yeah, I like the idea of the black, white, and red.
Yeah. Maybe if I, put in like the full colored edition and unlockable black and white, black and red, or the other way around. Start with a black and red, when unlockable full colored edition.
That's a possibility.
Because one of the ideas of putting in colors, because we are thinking of doing the Doc Salem one in color, the crossover. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that having a colored bloodhound would be kind of cool. But like you're saying, there's a demand for it. But so far, people seem to really like bloodhound, except some people seem to have a problem with his purple coat or something, or his fangs. I don't know. Some people have weird things, but we still like them, right?
Chris is auditioning for Up 2. Well, what's that?
You don't remember what Up is? The Pixar movie with the old guy in the floating house with balloons?
Is that the sad movie?
Yeah.
I've seen the sad thing. For I guess Up, where the wife passes on.
Mm-hmm.
That was sad.
Yeah. It's sad, but yeah, it prepares you for your moments.
So why am I auditioning for Up 2?
Because you're rocking the chair like an old man.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
And then he says, gay. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to probably wrap this one up, I think.
Yep. Do you want to close by running the video?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So don't forget to like, sub, and subscribe, everyone. Let's get this over 500 sub. I'll be giving an original art to one of you guys, and when we reach 1,000 sub, he's gonna go run that red dress run for us.
That's right.
Run, Chris, run!
Feel like the Flash.
Yep. It's gonna be the only one actually running there. They're all gonna look at him. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be shoving people over, tripping them. Cheat to win.
Da, 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 da. As he leaps over one, trips the other one, slides between the two legs. Da, 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 da.
Stiff arm somebody.
Slaps the butt of the other one, sending him crashing into the crowd. Da, 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 da.
It'll cause him to question his sexuality. He'll just stand there like, what's going on? I don't know how I feel.
I thought this was a derby.
I'll be outrunning those rollerblade girls with the
Yeah.
things that chase after you. You can't keep up.
Yeah.
But
The merch
yes.
is coming soon. We're gonna have those cups and probably t-shirts. Yep. We're gonna set that up soon.
Oh. But yeah, everybody, please do go check out the Oswell Chronicles from our guest JD Calderon. Unfortunately, he had to go. I'm going to try to see if I can set up another stream to have him back on.
Yeah.
Since it got cut short, I don't feel like we were able to give him, his proper time to shine.
True.
And Sim.
Yep.
Sim, we got a stream on the 10th. We got to do. Yeah, it's on a Saturday.
Okay.
It's gonna be a stream because Mark asked to do one.
Mark?
Yeah,
Which Mark?
Grief Robbers Mark.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure.
And Niliam just said, "Hey peeps, hey sugar, and yo Sim. What's up, Niriam?
Oh, hey, Miriam.
Welcome to the stream, where we don't care about the warnings. We cross streams."
That's right.
And go check out Bones, people, if you haven't yet.
Yep. Yeah, you did really good on Bonds, Miriam. I watched the replay from was it last night's stream they did there on Reds? Yeah, I was watching it last night. And I'm no longer in Marinus's sex dungeon. It was a good thing too, because Lola was coming at me with the branding iron.
Yeah, she's jealous that you're taking all her, her heat away from Herbie with your red dress.
Yeah. She's afraid that red dress is going to compete with the
Competition,
booty.
yeah. Yep, Spicy's taking all her freaking, yeah. Warning, I don't care about warnings. Oh my god, you did watch it. Damn, I'm screwed. Yeah, Chris is everywhere.
That's right. I'm always watching.
The eye is sword on. He is the watcher.
Let's see. She says, I can explain. Wait, I can't. Uh-huh. Yeah, I watched it. You all talking about me being in a Marinus sex dungeon.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That got weird.
Yeah, it did. They were talking about sex swings in there and all kinds of stuff. And of course, Red had to play that red dress video again.
So they were all getting excited with that little video and talking about dungeon equipment. Got it.
There's a
Explicit content. Got it, Soul.
lot of degeneracy.
What does confinement do to people?
Oh, what's near him? It says, show your wrists and ankles, sugar. I want to see the. What? No, I'm not showing off. I'm not showing off here, Katie. I don't just show it off for free. People will see my feet then, even, and you know how people are about feet.
Feet are gross.
I might be a simp for Nerium, but I got my limits. And Soul says explicit content. Squeaky rocking chair is greater than dungeon swing. Oh, dang it. I need to do something about this chair. Yeah,
Yep.
See there it's squeaking.
W40, dude.
I need to put cushions on it too. Sam! It's just damn, my suspicion rises. I need to have a serious talk with Baroness about his dungeon equipment.
I know, right? That doesn't sound like dungeon equipment. That sounds more like porn star equipment. Just
Oil that chair. Yeah, I need to. I need to sit down and do a bunch of stuff. I need to oil the chair. I need to oil my guns. I need to clean them. I need to oil my glistening abs.
Abs.
Yeah, that is squeaky. I can hear it through the headphones.
We can all hear it.
Gosh dang.
Stop.
All right. Maybe I'll get a new chair.
No, just get WD-40 and oil that freaking thing a bit. That's going to make a noise, dude.
All right. Anyways, I guess I better wrap this up.
Oh, the chair did it.
Since I'm making a lot of noise. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Sim's still doing his doodles. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm drawing a nice, sexy ass. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying closing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And I'll close out with the Tales from the Napverse promo. And we'll see you on the next one.
Don't forget, last day to get a free sketch card.
Let me make sure.
You technically get free shipping.
Make sure I'm sharing audio, because you never know.
Tales from the Napverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Napverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Mercury. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Lawani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Napverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim Paultier. Royal Rumble, colored by 7 Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Napverse.